Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's Friday again, and this time it's Parashat Pinchas. I'm joined today by Meitali, and together, Be'ezat Hashem, we are going to talk about Bnot Tzlofchad.
Yeah.
Bnot Tzlofchad in our parasha. Want to go back to your stuff? No. Okay, you tell me when. Bnot Tzlofchad in our parasha address Moshe Rabbeinu. We find in the middle of a parasha, Vatikravna Bnot Tzlofchad ben Chefer ben Gilad ben Machir ben Menashe למשפחות מנשה ben Yosef. ואלה שמות בנותיו מוכלה, נועה, חוגלה, מילכה ותרצה. These 5 girls approach, daughters of Tzlofchad, one of the major families in the tribe of Yosef, and they approach the bench. They approach Moshe Rabbeinu and the Zkenim, right? We see ותעמודנה לפני משה ולפני אלעזר הכהן. We see that they stand in front of Moshe Rabbeinu and the high priest. This is Elazar because Aaron has already passed away. ולפני הנשיאים and all of the elders of the nation. וכל העדה and all of the people gathered. פתח אוהל מועד לאמור. They come to the very entrance to the Mishkan and they say the following. אבינו מת במדבר. Our father died in the desert. והוא לא היה בתוך העדה הנועדים על אדוני בעדת קורח. He did not die as part of the Korach rebellion, but rather, כי בחטאו מת. He died for his own reasons. ובנים לא היו לו. But he didn't have any sons. Instead, he had 5 daughters. למה ייגרע שם אבינו מתוך משפחתו? כי אין לו בן. תנה לנו אחוזה. תנה לנו אחוזה. בתוך אחי אבינו. תנה לנו אחוזה בתוך אחי אבינו. We want to continue on his family line. Unfortunately, since he didn't have any sons, he died without a legal heir, and as such, his nachala, his portion of the land that's supposed to go to him, will go to his brothers and not to his sons, because he doesn't have any, and not to us. למה ייגרע שם אבינו מתוך משפחתו? Why should he be taken out of the family? כי אין לו בן. תנה לנו אחוזה בתוך אחי אבינו. Maybe we too could have his אחוזה, and we could keep his family name afloat. ויקרב משה את משפטן לפני אדוני. Indeed, Moshe Rabbeinu takes this question to the very top. He takes it to God himself. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, כן בנות צלופחד דוברות. Indeed, the daughters of Tzlofchad are right. נתון תיתן להם אחוזת נחלה בתוך אחי אביהם, והעברת את נחלת אביהם להם. You should give the nachala to them. And indeed, from here we see, and this is now the rule, that if someone, if someone of the Jewish people dies without a male heir, then the women will also inherit. And this, by the way, was a major bombshell in the ancient Near East, that women too have some sort of property rights, that they take the nachala and so on and so forth. A major, major shift in the gender policies, the gender approach to legal issues in the Torah. Now, fascinatingly, these characters of Bnot Tzlofchad, depending on your own specific perspective, have a different role to play in Jewish history. Very often they are portrayed, indeed, as Jewish heroines. They are Jewish female role models who stand forth, who stand up for their rights. Some would even say that they are feminist icons, Jewish feminist icons, who stand forth and say, why should we not have equal rights to men? They stand, they speak truth to power, and they gain newly gained rights of Jewish women for all time. But I would actually like to challenge that perspective. I think that's a bit of an anachronistic perspective. We today live in a generation, in a period, in the last 100 years, more or less, where these are the kind of heroines that we are looking for. But I'm not sure if that's the way the Torah is really portraying them at the time. Notice when they come forth, they are not fighting for women's rights. They are fighting for their father's rights. They do not say, Lama nigara, why should we not get what the men are getting? Why should women be paid less? Why should women have a different legal status? They're not fighting for rights for women. They are fighting for the right of their father. And I think here maybe lies a very, very major important nuance when I think it comes to, indeed, maybe Jewish feminism, or rather, I would say biblical feminism. The question is always, what is the purpose? Is the purpose to challenge the patriarchy, to change the status quo, to prove that men and women need to be equal? Or is the purpose to try and right a wrong, to try and find justice? And I think here we find, very importantly, a quest for justice. And indeed, this goes all the way up to the top. And God himself says, indeed, there is justice. Ken Bnot Tzlofchad Davrot. Rashi quotes a beautiful midrash that says, Ashrei me, blessed is and lucky is the person who God himself comes forth and says, you're right, right? There's something true and there's something just about Bnot Tzlofchad's claims. They're not coming at it, again, from a certain agenda. They're coming at it out of kibud avim, out of a respect to honor their parents, their family. They're coming out of it as a deep connection to the family name, to try and keep the family afloat. They're coming at it from a sense of injustice. Our father should be part of this. He's not deserving of punishment, maybe such as the families of Korach and so on and so forth. This is an injustice that needs to be repaired. And most importantly, it's all about nachala. We want to be part of the Jewish people. We want to have a stake in the Jewish land. We want to be part of the Jewish future. Very often, when moves are made to try and change the status quo, whether the change is in gender issues, as we see here, or in many other issues, I think what the Torah is teaching us here is it's all about the main agenda, the main reason. It could well be that these do become women who change the rights of women. But again, what was the goal? What is the main ideal? What is the pinnacle of the pyramid of importance here? And I think the pyramid of importance here, again, is connection, is respect for the family, for the system, to go to Moshe Rabbeinu, not to fight and start raising protests and to start bringing, placards and to do it respectfully within the system, within the construct of halakha, to turn to Hashem and say, we want to be part. And unfortunately, we feel that this is not the way. I think this is a fantastic, fantastic opportunity to give some thought to the world of religious Jewish feminism. I know that there are lots of different voices out there, more radical, less radical, more radical against, more radical for. But I think, personally, if we take this model of trying to say, at the end of the day, is there an injustice here, which is just wrong on a objective, maybe even divine level, that we need to take this to the very top? And if so, how can we fix it within the constructs of the system, within the constructs of respecting the values that we hold as a society, as a family, as a nation? And Be'ezrat Hashem, indeed, we will see change. Shabbat Shalom.